I stood in the living room of our suburban home in Ohio, staring at my husband, Tom, who had just thrown me out after believing his stepdaughter's vicious lies. His smug expression grated on me, like he thought he had everything figured out. I couldn't help but smirk. "Time to reflect." "Not really," I said coolly, pulling a folder from my purse. "Sign these." I handed him the divorce papers, neatly prepared by my attorney, along with evidence that would unravel their web of deceit. Tom signed without a fuss at first, but when he saw the attached documents, his face went pale. His hand shook. Next to him, his stepdaughter, Lily, started to squirm. The lies they'd built their case on were crumbling, and the truth was about to hit them hard. My name's Susan, a 52-year-old administrative assistant. I'd been married to Tom for just over a year, living in his modest ranch-style house in a quiet Cleveland suburb. With us was Lily, his 25-year-old daughter from his late first wife. She worked full-time at a local retail store, but refused to move out of her childhood home. I never adopted Lily, so to me, she was practically a stranger. From day one, I hoped she'd find her own place, but she clung to the house like it was her birthright. "This was Mom's house," she'd say, her voice sharp. "She died 6 years ago, and I'm not leaving the place we shared." I understood her loss. My first husband passed around the same time, but her stubbornness made life tense. One night at dinner, Lily poked at the lasagna I'd spent hours making. "Mom's cooking was better," she muttered, barely touching her plate. Her attitude wasn't subtle, and it wore me down. If my food was so awful, why didn't she cook for herself? Frustrated, I turned to Tom. "Lily hates my cooking. What should I do?" He shrugged, sipping his beer. "Stop cooking for her then. She's a grown woman." His apathy stung, but I took his advice. The next evening, when Lily found no plate set for her, she lost it. "Where's my dinner? You're married to Dad, so it's your job to feed me." No matter what I did, I couldn't win. Lily's comments grew meaner, and Tom's refusal to step in left me isolated. Before we married, he'd promised Lily would move out soon. Yet there she was, showing no signs of leaving. "She can't afford it," Tom claimed, but I wasn't fooled. Lily had inherited a hefty sum from her mother's estate and blown through it on designer bags and a flashy car. I'd seen the pile of overdue credit card bills in her room while cleaning. She wasn't broke, she was reckless. And Tom, he just enabled her. One day, my daughter, Claire, called with big news. "Mom, I'm engaged." Her joy was contagious, a rare bright spot in my strained life. "Congrats, sweetheart," I said, beaming. Memories of my late husband flooded back. He'd worried about Claire's future until his final days. I knew he'd be thrilled to see her so happy. "I'll bring my fiancé to meet you soon," Claire said, then paused. "But do I have to introduce him to Tom? He's just your second husband." "He's not family." Her honesty didn't surprise me. Claire had no connection to Tom, and I couldn't blame her for keeping her distance. "Just say hi briefly," I suggested. "That's enough." When I told Tom about Claire's engagement, he barely looked up from his phone. "That's nice," he mumbled. His indifference hurt, but it wasn't new. He'd never cared much about Claire. Later, Lily scoffed. "Why don't you just divorce Dad and go live with your daughter? You don't fit in here anyway." Shocked, I looked to Tom for backup, but he just left the room. Furious, I shot back. "Don't you have a life of your own? Why not get married and give your dad some space?" Lily stormed off without a word. I asked Tom one evening, "Do you think Lily will stay here even if she gets married?" He shrugged. "That's her call, doesn't bother me." His apathy drove me up the wall. Eventually, I met Claire's fiancé, Ryan, at a cozy diner in town. Tom...
For a complete story, follow the given link below. Please like and subscribe Meesha's Quest Tales for new stories.